This podcast contains adult language and crude humor. Listener discretion is advised.
So, yeah, this whole time I've had 3K resilient keys as well for 12s. But I never bothered to turn in that quest that gives you the resilient keys from that panda lady over in Dornegal. And, yeah, that was weird to find out today. Came back from my holiday times and eating a lot of turkey and stuffing just to realize, oh, yeah, I should probably do that.
Way to go, a-hole!
Thrall's balls! They're everywhere! Thrall's Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Boomy Nation, Craig, Gershom, Johnnie Tips, and Wooly.
What's up, swingers? From the Chicago-Texan Connection, welcome to Thrall's Balls, episode 211. I'm Johnnie Tips, the debonair Dark Iron Warlock. Here with me is Gershom, the class Sassy Beast Mastery Hunter. Hi, how you doing? And of course, Wooly's out of town. He had last minute some family problems and had to deal with at home.
Wife and child got sick. It's not that serious. Just had to take care of them. Pocket sand.
And so I guess he'll be drinking the coquito and the eggnog from here on out. We'll see what happens with that. How you doing, Gershom? What are we doing?
What's up, swingaz? Hi, Johnnie. How was your Thanksgiving?
I had not one. I had to do the double. So the girlfriend's place. So I mean, their parents are separated, right? So we had to do the double. You know, go to the moms, go to the dads, separately.
Gotcha. Yep. Hey, that's double the booze.
Yeah. Dude, I brought a whole booze. I literally pre-made we call it coquito. It's a holiday drink.
Nope, we're Puerto Rican. We get it.
Yep.
Nope.
Right.
But you can explain it for the non-listeners, the non-Puerto Rican listeners.
Puerto Rican eggnog without the egg. Some people use egg, but most of the time you don't use egg. It's like cream of coconut or sweetened condensed milk, evaporated milk. You put some nutmeg, some cinnamon. Some people put star anise, some don't. It's kind of like, and then some clove. And some people put some allspice, maybe.
It's like spiced eggnog, but it's like the Hispanic version,
Exactly. It's like spicy, creamy alcohol drink.
I find it to be I like it over like European style eggnog. I feel like with the lack of egg, like we call it eggnog, but it's not. Like you don't use eggnog in it, and it makes for a more... Like, I feel like it's a lighter beverage. Like, it's
almost like a horchata. It's like a boozy horchata. It's like similar,
Yep. You nailed it.
How much of that? The dad made a bunch of steak.
You had a bunch of that with the dad?
Yep. How much of that? Then the brother was there, his girlfriend, and then her dad had one dinner. And then her moms, we had, let's say the brother and his girlfriend again. And then the mom's boyfriend's grandson and his wife, our partner, came by. So that was a fun little get together. They made traditional turkey. I brought stovetop. Can't not have the stovetop. I'm sorry. I like homemade stuffing as much as the next person, but I gotta have my stovetop. I'm sorry. Or cornbread. Cornbread's good too. But
I've heard stories of people who are like, "Oh, I would know if this was stovetop," and then they didn't know. So.
I love stovetop. I like it.
I buy it sometimes in March. I'm like, you know what, that shit sounds good. It's on the shelf for a reason. Yep.
I do. Sometimes I'll get Pepperidge Farm. Sometimes I'll make it from scratch. Sometimes it just depends what I'm making it for. Like if I'm making it for
Have you ever made it in the Southern style with cornbread?
Yeah. I've done it. I'm from Florida, dude. I made it all kinds of ways. I've done it with like.
I knew you were from
fancy
Florida,
accoutrement.
and now you live in Texas. So I'm like, well,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
Southern cooking for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've done it with homemade cornbread, jalapeno cornbread. I've done it that way too. And I've also done it with croutons. Well, like I would make homemade croutons and then use those croutons like from scratch, like actually bake bread, dehydrate the bread, spice it up, use like a bread maker. I wasn't trying to go fancy with the bread, okay? I'm not sitting here making, old school ancient bread over here. I'm getting like, easy peasy, throw it in a pan, cover a towel on it, throw it in the fridge overnight, like self-rising bread. I'll get one of those.
I just found out this year that you could put frozen garlic bread in your air fryer on the lowest setting and it will actually just dry out and turn into garlic bread croutons. Yes.
Yup. It's great. I love it. I love crunchy. I love crunchies.
I am a crunchies. Yes.
Yep. I want the cheese, the crunch, the cheese, the crunch, the crunch, the cheese, crunch, cheese.
That's a Wooly. All right, Wooly, you have an episode title. I want the crunch and the cheese.
Yep, all of it.
There it is.
You ever like okay, cheese for you, cheese question for you. Do you like cheeses that are soft and like moist? Or do you like sharded, like not sharded, but like cheese you have to like shave or like chunk off?
All cheese. Like if there's a piece of cheese somewhere, I'm gonna eat it. Like I know what you mean, like a softer cheese, like a brie. No, a brie's a hard. Well, anyway.
Cheese.
Cut this out. Yes. But I know. But like, if you have like a softer, like spreadable cheese, I will eat that. If it's like a hard cheese, like Swiss or something, I'll eat all the cheese. Wally, take this out. I'm cheese embarrassing myself.
He's embarrassing.
Cheese embarrassing.
Girl, you're talking about cheese. It's really not that embarrassing. I'm keeping it in. Who doesn't love a good cheese talk?
Oh, no. What you doing well this week? What's going on?
Bro.
So how was your Thanksgiving, by the way? You never told me about yours.
No, I know. It was cheese. It was soft cheese. It was hard cheese. It was turkey, fried turkey, ham, all kinds of food. It was great. We were with the family. We were with the kids. I think it was amazing. And then I had a little bit of time to play WoW. It wasn't a lot. I kind of took a play from the book of Johnnie, honestly. And I kind of started going through my achievements, seeing like which raids and dungeons I hadn't done yet for Lemix. Cause I obviously still don't have all like the mounts and the stuff. Yeah, and I just kind of started doing that. Like I was literally just queuing for stuff. There's no real way to say it, right? Like you just kind of just boom, 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 boom. Like you're just going through it, getting the bronze, getting the stuff, getting the mounts. I mean, at this point, I think that's where we're at. I think we have like 49 days left for Lemix. I have no idea. Like, I know we have a midnight release date. We're going to talk about that. So, like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing going up to that. Literally,
don't forget.
Don't forget what. Because literally, I'm like, I think that was all I did. But don't forget. What's up, homie?
Oh, I was don't forget to, did someone forget to check the oil before frying the turkey? Was there a fire? Was there?
That was my kid's grandpa. He's in charge.
He got it. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's in charge.
That's good to know, because I know sometimes you go to a family gathering and there's
one
uncle.
Oh no!
And it's only that one uncle that grows up and is like, I got this. And like turkey, the frosted, and the whole thing.
Actually, no. So that's funny. So my kid's grandpa, like, if he comes over and he sees like a candle in my window, he'll blow it out. He's like, no. Like, He's so protective of my daughters. It's really funny. Yeah, no, it's cool, but it's fine. I'll take it for what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did in WoW. I mean, I did a lot of stuff in Legion. I nailed the raids. I nailed the dungeons. I'm just trying to farm the bronze. And then IRL, I ate turkey and ham. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude, dude, if you ever get a chance, have you ever tried the Hawaiian bread rolls leftover secret?
Love them.
Yeah, secret leftover.
I think we're talking about food too much.
No, I can't help it. It's my.
I know.
Besides WoW, I love food and WoW are like my two.
Food and WoW.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Thanksgiving. It's food and WoW. Should we go on to the mixed drink of the week?
Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah!
It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah!
Well, what's up, swingers? On the other side of that bumper, I am Gershom. I actually have the mixed drink of the week this week. So we are doing shots. Hearthstone related shots in order. I have no choice. I was given this shot and I was given the Earthen Deepdweller's Hearthstone. I think this has to do with the Earthen, the War Within. So Johnny, do you have any idea what would be in a shot if you were the Earthen Deepdweller's Hearthstone?
I mean, whoa! Before we go any further, let's do a little warning.
Wait, what's a Sorry.
A little warning for the idiots out there who might try to say stupid with the dumb bugs here. You never know. You never fucking know, man. Some idiots will be like, "Oh, I can pull that off," and then they blow themselves up by accident. Nay. Thrall's Ball is not responsible for your stupid shit that you might stupidly do on your own stupid time when trying to deal with alcohol, other types of substance abuse, or other legal, or just make sure whatever you're doing is legal in your hometown or wherever the fuck you're at for whatever status you have for whatever fucking reason. And don't be an idiot and be good. Be merry. Be happy. Good job. Okay.
Wooly hates us. I love it. Okay, so the mixed drink of the week is the Earthen Deepdweller's Hearthstone. Keeping in mind it is a shot. Johnny, what do you think is in the Earthen Deepdweller's Hearthstone?
The Earthen Deepdweller's Hearthstone. That is it's the Earthen one, right?
Yep.
Let me think of.
And I can give you one hint.
What's up?
Okay, so last week Wooly said that the icon was blue. That has nothing to do with it whatsoever.
Cool, good. That's a good hint.
Nice.
That's a good hint. So it's definitely Earthen related though instead. So I think it's gonna be I want to say. What do I think has earthy tones? So it's gonna be some kind of whiskey. So I think you just took a shot of whiskey with a rock on top.
Damn.
I think you literally took a shot glass with like a soft stone and put it on top of the shot glass and then the rock.
All right, no, we didn't do that. All right, the Earthen. Are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm gonna say the put in the host. So I looked up the animation for what it looks like, and that lady's face looks so goddamn constipated. I can't even.
That's why he was so mad. No. The constipation.
Yeah.
I know. It does. Fortunately, that has nothing to do with the Earthen Deepdweller Hearthstone. Okay. Do you want to hear what it is? Okay. All right. This shot, I love how Wooly made us do just like shots. So this shot is half a shot of Dr. Pepper, half a shot of dark rum. Then you drop in a Mentos. The idea is the Mentos explosion thing. But because it's more of like not just pure Coca-Cola, when you drop in the Mentos, you actually just get a lot of bubbling. So the Mentos as a white disc looks like a Hearthstone. I love this, by the way.
Dude, this looks amazing.
I know. And then you drop it into the shot, and what it does is it kind of like overly bubbles. It doesn't do the Mentos thing, right? It doesn't like boom, it doesn't like explode, but it does bubble a lot, and it's fun. And I thought it was neat for the Earthen. I thought like the flavors mixed, and I thought the Hearthstone, I don't know, I felt like it worked. You know what? I'm a host of the show. Fuck y'all. Yeah, right?
That sounds pretty, dude. That sounds pretty fucking badass. Yeah, we'll send you out here in a sec here. Over the lips, through the gums. Look out, asshole!
Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay. There it
choke.
is. Good.
I know you have when you get bubbly drinks. Sometimes you'll get like a little bit of a. You know?
Yeah, that time it was the disc. It was the Mentos that I chewed it up.
Yeah,
I know. I did chew it up.
Easy.
I did.
Well, that sounds great. So apparently, so again, it's what was that? What was Keith? We'll send it to Willie in the notes form, the Spotify folks out there, and the other. What was it? It was What'd you say it was again? It was Dr. Pepper, Mentos, and...
It was half a shot of Dr. Pepper, half a shot of your choice of dark rum, and then you drop in the disc of the Mentos, shoot it, and do the whole thing. Chew the Mentos.
Okay, cool. So again, have a shot of Dr. Pepper, have a shot of your choice of dark rum, and drop a single Mentos in, and then you shoot it like a badass. Because you're going back to the Dortigal again. That's what's going to happen. The rock people need their rocks, okay?
They rock out.
Yeah. Rock out! And next week we have the wheel's going to decide on who's going to do the dominated Hearthstone. I believe that is the one that looks like the Enema Power icon from Torghasty time in the Shadowlands. And I bet Willie, take it from here.
All right, y'all. It is time to determine with the wheel who will be doing the dominated Hearthstone drink. There is a 1 in 17 chance that it will be marked all three of us. So let's spin the fucking wheel. The wheel decides. We did not hit that 1 in 17 chance. Johnny, you're doing the dominated Hearthstone. Pocket sand.
I guess we can go over the news, or unless you want to even our topic.
No, we can go over the news.
News.
Time for WoW News, motherfuckers.
Who's ready to go to the trading post for December? Johnny, are you ready to go? Did I miss the...
Let's go. Yeah. Woo.
Oh, fucking serious, bro. My favorite color is blue. So this is where it's at, you guys. The December trading post. It's winter themed. I guess the biggest highlights are the mounts, I guess, for some folks. me, obviously. You get a moose, finally. There's a moose on the trading post. The antlers are blue, which I think is cool, because as a long-term archaeologist, I have a lot of moosies. You can put them in a basket.
Inside?
Eat them. You can eat a moosie. No, but seriously, this one, it's a heckin'
It looks so cool. It looks so fucking cool.
I know. I love this boy. I love this. You know what? It might be a girl. Love this moose.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. And then you get like the winter collection transmog set. I mean, you get all the blue colors. I think we're getting the skirts, the sets, I'm sorry, Johnny, can you fill in for me? The joggers, right? You get like the sweatsuits and stuff.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of cool icy weapons they're doing. They are bringing back a couple items from last year with the Christmas tree. And the most bonus reward is the cool jeweled sapphire scarab. So you get to have those flying scarabs they had from one of the previous trading posts. They're bringing the sapphire one this time. So that'll be a fun little addition to mount collection.
I like this guy because I had gotten the red one for like being like it was like a rep. It was like a cataclysm rep, right? With like the little Akir, like the little flying beetle man. So honestly, I like this mount, and he hasn't been around a lot, but he's been showing up a lot more lately, and I like the beetle mount. I like the scarab mount, so I think this is very cool.
I am very excited. Personally, I'm excited about the mount, of course. The warglaives look fucking cool as shit. I'm fucking down. Honestly, that outfit, the little cute little seal is adorable, and of course the moose, the moosey.
Every time I see like a seal, I think of like how we're stuck in Legion Remix right now, and I think about how you go in it, you know, when you go into Dalaran and you see that little sad man, like,
yep.
Right? You guys know what I'm talking about, and I'm like, no.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep.
I see like the seals, and I'm like, oh no, I think about him, but like, yeah. I feel like that's why they added this into the market, is because of him.
Yeah, basically, if you're a fan of the color blue and blue stuff, you're gonna like this trading post, hands down. There's some cool shit, icy blue, you know, like holiday stuff. You're gonna like it.
All right, so we're talking a lot about blue stuff. Do you want to talk about the midnight release date? I was trying to be, oh my God, I was like holding it back for so long. Let's talk, bro, let's go.
Second, it's happening. And it's kind of funny, there was a bunch of jokes on the internet when they made the announce trailer because they wrote 3/2/26. instead of just writing March 2nd. And everyone was like making a joke like, oh, is it February 3rd or is it March 2nd? Who knows? Because you know sometimes Blizzard will make posts from their EU accounts, and then people in the NA will see stuff from the EU accounts from Blizzard, and they'll mix the two together. If that happened to y'all, I've seen it happen a couple times with people, and I find it hilarious and amazing. So,
no, I never saw any of those things, but I'm excited that, fuck it, over here in North America, I'm in Chicago, we're getting midnight release date, March 2nd, 2026. Oh my God. Whoa, Johnny, can we go, please?
Yeah, we can go.
You're the best at talking about like the coolest shit.
The fucking midnight release date, it's March 2nd, right? And there's a whole trailer online. You can go and watch it, of course. It's nothing new in the trailer, I don't think. I think it's just a kind of like a bunch of snippets from the pre-existing trailer that they already released. I'm hoping we get one more trailer like they did for The War Within a little bit.
What would you want to see in that trailer?
I'm hoping I see a lot of like the Amani and the Haranir and more Haranir stuff and like stuff that maybe that's gonna be happening in the storyline, maybe not directly, but I want to see like just like a lot about the world and what's happening. That personally for like a trailer that's gonna be not there's the official trailer that we already got, right? And then there's always that like other trailer they release like later on, where it's like a combination of that trailer with all the other little different caricatures you're gonna meet.
Yeah, well, it's like the one where like if you're subscribed to the game, this is what you're playing like right now. Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping we get to see some Amani stuff. I hope we see Haranir stuff. I'm hoping we see some cool like Void Lord stuff in there, and kind of like stuff that we haven't seen from any of the like not in the beta, or maybe it's in the beta but it's not in any of the other promotional material. Maybe like a little hint into the raid, maybe, or just like something like some sort of Easter egg to kind of get us super hyped about what the hell is going on. I'd be excited to see that, some sort of like carrot on the stick per se, I was actually wondering like what you would like, because I've been trying to formulate my own thoughts about like the Haranir and like the Black Blood and things that are like underneath Azeroth, and like how that would pertain to the Blood Elves, which we're doing obviously because it's midnight, and like these wells and stuff that they have around. Like, I don't know, it just all seems really odd. And I was wondering if you had like any thoughts on that, because I know you're like way better on like a theory creator than that. Like, how do you think that like the Haranir and the Black Blood are gonna establish themselves into like known things like night wells and sun wells and stuff like that?
I think okay. In terms of the Black Blood and the Sunwell, I think that's kind of self-evident with Xalatath showing up. But on the flip, like what you're saying, it brings me back to Hollowfall. And if you notice, parts of Ashkehet kind of creep and meld into Hollowfall a little bit. If you notice that, like, until we kind of stopped in the first raid of the War Within, if you notice, there was a creeping effect, like that was like think Zerg, okay, like melding or into the edge of Hollowfall, and then that got me thinking, what if that kept creeping on when we're not there over in Sunwell Land in Guadalajara, and that becomes overrun maybe. And then people are able to fight back, and then Beledar's in trouble again, and we have to go back to Beledar and save Beledar later on. Another thought I had was that little creepy fish that we save, and that turns into a giant Cthulhu thing, right? In that one little quest line from Hollowfall. There's the strange fish that you throw back into the ocean, and it's like,
okay, so there's always like that fish though. Like, I have posted before about this, about how that fish like shows up randomly. Like, I've probably thrown back like 18 of those fishes. But that is okay, so the reason that's interesting is because I feel like you said like, oh, like the branches or like things are like creeping back into like world trees and stuff. Like, these fish are like possibly like nodes almost. Like, these fish, like, they're not fish, they're just a thing. And I just feel like it's very interesting to just not forget about like the nodes of like roots, right? Like we talk about the roots of world trees and things like kind of squirming around and going back under the ground and all this stuff. So it's definitely
Also,
not over, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, also that whole underground ocean, basically, that we saw that we could not see the end of in Howlfall. You can't even fly back there, right? It just kills you.
Well, then when I was like, that's the thing that I noticed is like when I was playing the Legion expansion, the Lemix, so many of those little fishes that I got are like way deep under the water. And so many ancient mana nodes under the water. Like, and it's not like, okay, cool, it's Azeroth. Oh, you're on top of the dirt. Like, bro, that's not the only place that it's at. Duh. Right. And it's fun, but it's great. It's great. It's a fun way to explore it for sure.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Another thing, what if that? Does that ocean go all the way to Quell the Law? How far does that go? Like where else does it connect to? Does it connect to? You remember Uldir? There's a waterfall inside Uldir. What if that waterfall is connected to that ocean Hollowfall, for all we know?
Bro, that is always tripped me out in so many raids. There's like open sources of water, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Yeah, exactly.
Like a Goro crater. Like,
what?
Okay, riddle me this. Why have we never had a raid in the Goro crater? Riddle me this.
Like Ungoro crater?
Yeah.
Like
not a single raid, not a single dungeon.
Wait, isn't there like a spot in the Nightmare?
Yes, but that's
where you
only.
Go there?
But it's the Emerald Nightmare, the Emerald Dream version of a Guro crater, not the one we actually have.
Well, that's because that was one of the original sources of like a Well of Eternity. So,
it was one of the world trees, right?
Yeah.
Which makes you think.
Well, no, it's a Well of Eternity. Like Ungoro Crater was a source of one of the Wells of Eternity. Like one of the Well, so I don't know how it wouldn't figure into the raid, but.
Oh no, why there was never an instance that was based there or anything like in terms of the actual instance, the whole almost every zone has like some sort of like dungeon or raid or something, right? Like almost every classic zone has some sort of instance tied to it, right? Like if you think about it, or really close to one. I guess there's Daenerys is right there too, so it's like not 2,000 Needles and Daenerys and because Kalador, I don't know. It just seemed kind of weird to me that, but also it makes you also think, what if that's also connected to the place up in Northrend? That weird that other spot, It makes me think that they're all connected. It makes me think that all those are. I think didn't they say that all those were like part of that mega complex from those quests we did in the War Within. I wonder if they're going to delve into that last time.
You're talking about over there beneath Ulduar. Like that's where they made that was one of the original engines.
Sholazar Basin.
Yeah.
The nature-controlled one it's in between Ice Crown and where the Nexus is. It's that zone in between there, right? And then there's a PvP zone.
But wasn't there like a weird little engine thing that was right there? It was like if you go where Ulduar is and you go right down, that's like where the original
Engine of the Makers or whatever.
Yes. Okay, well he has to delete this, but yes.
Nope.
Well, anyway, I don't know. I got sidetracked there. I was just interested. I was just kind of using that talking for a second because I threw me off on that. It's all good. The other thing I want to talk about, the WoW Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary Edition Epic Pack. The new, bundle you can buy if you're gonna go into the Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary Edition. They're doing another round. Basically, it's another restart server for how they did BC before. They're doing one, but it's part of the Anniversary Edition that they're gonna do. It comes with the Star Shard Nether Drake, the Cerulean Phase Hunter. So you get 2 mounts, a ground mount and a flying mount, and you get a pet, 2 pets. You get Exodar Replica, which floats around, follows you all around, and you get a Star Shard Wellplane, which actually looks pretty cute. And then there's a cool, badass Hearthstone effect you can buy. The Naru's Embrace, you get to have a freaking Naru summon above you and bring you back to your Shatworth, basically.
I'm not going to edit this out, but I am going to publicly embarrass you for fun, Johnny. We talked about this on last week's episode.
You also get a 58 level boost for some reason. I thought that was kind of weird. But they also give you a month of game time, which I appreciate. I do like that.
Do you play any version of Classic or?
I haven't played Classic since Seas of Discovery ended. I've been wanting to, but I don't know. I just found that kind of a little cute thing to add to it. And then there's the pre-patch arrives to the 13th. So if people want to do that, they can. Basically up until the 12th, apparently. You want to talk about housing for a second? We got this cool housing thing going on.
You would definitely talk about housing for 29 seconds, so go. Homie, go.
So Blizzard posted a new cute video doing a intro 101 course for housing. So that's a cool little housing thing they're adding now. It'll help you get acquainted with the housing system and get you kind of set up on your housing journey come this week, if you pre-ordered, of course. So, yeah. I think actually a good video. I just envision a bunch of people that pre-ordered housing that want to get into housing right away. I just imagine Tuesday after the evening, everyone's going to have their side screen set up, one monitor or split monitor. One half is going to be this WoW housing video called WoW Housing 101, and then they're going to have their WoW client opened up, and they're going to be trying to piece together their house using this tutorial, basically. And I'm hoping that the in-game tutorial is a little better, but the fact that they're posting this video is the housing is going to be very intricate and pretty. Some people might be underwhelmed because if they don't play a lot of WoW and they don't have a lot of old achievements already, it might feel underwhelming, I feel, for some folks starting out, especially since you have the limitations of the leveling endeavors and all that stuff. And it makes me wonder about the solo player that's not part of a guild or a charter neighborhood, and in this whole endeavor system. It makes me concerned that when people start doing housing at midnight, if they didn't pre-order, how far behind they're going to be and how many neighborhoods are going to be pre-filled up. Not that there's going to be any lack of neighborhoods, more so I'm curious what the culture around the neighborhoods are going to be like. Is all hell going to break loose? Is it going to be an entire HOA problem with these public neighborhoods? I'm very curious how this is going to work out in terms of the endeavors requirements and what type of, who's going to put the effort in. Is it be an individual basis on your personal house, or is does everyone in the neighborhood have to participate? I'm curious how that's going to work. That's kind of the one thing about this housing system that I'm kind of intrigued by, is how for the general player base and or solo players, how that's going to affect them in terms of these endeavors and other types of rep based. That is not just you contributing, but everyone around you. So I am curious about that.
You know something, I understand your concern, and I think it's really cool how you have like these different viewpoints about it. But it's kind of interesting for me, like so say for instance, I'm an old school PvPer, and when I say old school, I mean that like way back in Classic, I went and I did the Alterac Valley thing, and I got the wolf and blah, 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 blah. So this sort of reminds me of that, where it's like if you go and you do all the things and you get the thing and you do the blah, 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 then it does, I guess it does make me wonder what Blizz is going to do if you have done those things ahead of time. You know, so like some people are gonna say like, oh, you got that raid boss and you got that housing item and I didn't get it and now I can't get that raid boss. And I understand they're trying to also like accommodate some of those things with like time walking and like remix events and things like that. Like you, Johnnie, you have told me like you can go back and get things by getting achievements and stuff like that. But I guess the whole sort of like biome of that makes me curious if you have any thoughts, because like for me, I'm doing all I can do to get those things, but I guess I'm just wondering what other players like might think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like some player. I feel like there's going to be a lot of players that are going to be really butthurt when they skip Legion Remix because
Right.
they put the effort
Okay,
in.
thank you. Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be like people that didn't participate at all. Like you're at least trying and participating. I'm talking about people that don't even do anything in Legion Remix. Like they're checked out the game right now. Like they've already gone home for the winter. They've already said, I'll play a type of pro remix. And then they're gonna come at the end of December. Unless Blizzard does something to really speed things up for people the last couple weeks, like they did for Plunderstorm. But I'm not hearing the outcry for it. So they might not even do it. And I'm worried there's gonna be a lot of people at the last week, right before all the shit hits the fan, and people are like you know, leading up to where Remix is ending, or they might not even find out till after midnight comes out.
That's
people.
funny that you brought up Thunderstorm, though. I'm sorry, like not to interrupt, but you were like, oh, people who couldn't stand that Thunderstorm wasn't like one shot kill at the end of the game, and now they're mad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I that's why I went and put the effort in early on. I was like, I'm gonna do all, because one, I loved Legion, but I hated Legion's accumulation system for gear in the legendaries. That's what turned me off.
Don't you kids have games on your phones or fucking artifact power? Or, I get it.
Exactly. Yeah. I loved the whole aesthetic of Legion. I loved the story. I loved everything about that. I hated the whole legendary system from the get. I called it out right at BlizzCon 2015 or whatever it was. I was like, that's a bad idea. I was like, this is not going to go well. But I was so enthralled by class order halls and artifact weapons and the Earthen's coming back and like all this cool shit going on. Gul'dan, like, what? Gul'dan did from Ultimate Draenor did what? Like that whole like gripped me so hard that I was like so into it. So I was already synced, sold, and delivered, right? So, but when Legion started, I was one of the unlucky few people that never got their legendary, the right one that I needed for Mythic rating. And I was not going to do all that work to level another tune of the same class, same everything, over and over again until I got the right legendary. I didn't have time anymore. So I was like, fuck this. I'm not going to try anymore.
not to interrupt you, but that is kind of how you said a couple weeks ago that like how Legion Remix was kind of like a progression server for making tunes that you like, and I could see that, and I wanted to do that with my Shadow Priest, and then I'm like, nah, fuck that. No, it didn't work. So I could see what you're saying with that. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
no,
yeah.
it's okay. And that's an original Legion. That's why I stopped. Same thing with BFA with the reps. Same thing with BFA. I ain't like that. So I was like, I'm done. I left the game for a while because of those reasons. And I ain't like that direction they were going in. So I was like, I'm out for a while, and I came back eventually when they made some corrections. I was like, okay, cool. And then they would make another mess up later on, and I would let it leave again, you know? And then, so like, I didn't play during the Nyalotha patch, skipped that entire patch because of the acquisition method for the cloak. I hated it. The whole, like, having to do daily quests and then having to go do the one shot on the horrific visions. I hated that entire
and those daily quests where you had to kill the mobs and they gave you like 1% for 3 of them.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
I literally quit the game because of that, and I was like so into it until then. So I quit during then, and I quit during the I want to say it was like early on in Legion for a while. I like had to leave. I was also moving across the country at the time, so there's a lot else going on in addition to that. But besides that, the whole, like, I'm not leveling 5 warlocks because I ain't getting whiz bangers, whatever fucking finger ring, okay? So for whatever the legendary was, I don't even remember which one it was, but like getting like Pride as the first week when like it's like the worst legendary, it ended up being a good one at the end of the expansion when it didn't matter anymore, but when you could just buy it, right? But at the beginning, like when your first legendary is like Pride as or the CC one and you don't do PvP and you don't really do that much Mythic Plus, you know, it's like, get fucked, I guess. So that's why I really like Legion Remix is what I'm trying to say, because that's not a thing, and now I can still get all my good feelings, my butterfly, funny-dovey, lovey-dovey feelings from Legion Remix.
I'm so glad you got I'm glad you got the fuddy-duddies, because as we're coming over here at the end, I am not having the fuddy-duddies. And the fact that I still haven't even finished like so many of the storylines, I don't know. It's weird. It's like, I guess this isn't like a segment that we were gonna have, but like, if I was gonna bitch about Legion, it would be like, I haven't finished it yet. And I know with Remix, not with Remix, with PMix, with Pandaria Remix, I definitely was fucking done with that shit immediately. So I know there's something going on with Remix where they're trying to do like a weird thing where it's like a progression server possibly, or like where they're letting people get like currencies and achievements and stuff like that. But I just overall have not enjoyed it the same, I guess.
Yeah, they made it too convoluted and limited in how you obtain the power.
That's perfect. Wow. I'm sorry to interrupt. Convoluted was the best word. Wow. Thank you. Yes.
It's like, oh, you can only get the power in this from, like, they have all these little things giving you power, but for the bang for the buck, they're worthless. And there's only like 1 or 2 ways to really crank up your power level, which is all through the infinite power system, and your gear is meaningless, basically. Yeah. Your gear is like pretty much meaningless until except for the jewelry powers. And the eye level doesn't mean anything. So when the eye level number goes up, you don't really feel that great. Like I've been at 740 for like 2 months or a month now. something like that, however long it's been, for a while. And I just like the gear, just like I get all this gear and I have nothing to do with it. Now, and the thing is, it doesn't even go across your alts. So when you make an alt on Legion Remix, they start with nothing. The only thing they get is the artifact knowledge from you like finishing quest lines and you doing achievements and whatnot, and increase the rate you get them at. But they cap that, and then they cap the overall power, which I get the capping of the overall like 999 power level for the versatility. That's fine, but don't cap the rate I can get to that power level now. It's been out long enough, we don't care anymore. It only needs to matter for like the first 2 weeks maybe, until now all the content's out now. There's no need for it anymore. Just give us the power quickly so we can get our stuff and go home. There's not a lot of time left, and a lot of your casual player base is not going to be able to do it all in time. And I agree with Sean for Azeroth. I agree with him on this one. I think they made a brave mistake in the way the power scaling worked in terms of how you acquire it. I've always found that interesting with Blizzard. Like, Blizzard can have the coolest idea in the world, but if your acquisition method sucks or feels bad, it completely ruins whatever system you had, and it will make it not good anymore. You know, that's what a lot of people, and it'll just, and they'll forever remember that system of how they had to acquire it, like legendaries. Like the people in Shadowlands, how the Covenant power. Like, I'm still salty about the fact that the only way to get those powers for your Covenant on those talents was from getting random drops from items and dungeons and other places. And that blows my mind still to this day, that I still get those items when I run Shadowlands content. But then I can't be fucking bothered to fly back to Revendreth to go drop in the slot to put that power in, you know? And I feel like I'm off to download an add-on like Plumber or something to have it do it for me. So, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of pluses. I love Legion Remix. I'm excited for the patch. I don't want to get too butthurt and whiny about it so hard, but I did have to voice those concerns. I will move on from this. Do you want to play a game?
No, I think that was like a really great summation of like things that we could hope for in future remixes, right? Like, 'cause
yes.
we know that Blizz is gonna do that. Like, even when you were talking, I was thinking about you were talking about Shadowlands, and I was already like with my fingers together, like, ooh, there's so many things they could do with Shadowlands. Like, I mean, you and I personally have talked a lot about how certain systems in current games could present themselves in future, versions of the game. So I think with that being said, I think that we have a lot of hopes and dreams for the game. I know that we're going through a lot, right? Yeah, I think we have a lot of hopes and dreams. I have had a lot of really good time talking to you, Johnny. I know we're coming up on like over an hour. We were gonna play a game, but I had one, but I think we're about there. Johnny, how do you feel?
About where?
About where we're like gonna wrap up the pod. Unless you have a fun game.
We can wrap up the pod now if you want. We can save that game for another time, for another holiday edition.
Yeah.
That you had. We'll save that one.
Okay. So final thoughts, holiday wishes.
Final thoughts. Whiz bang finger liquor, whatever. I don't fucking know.
I love it.
There was some legendary from Legion that was like, it was like a ring that like helped you summon demons faster, I think.
You know what? I can't think of it, but I know the one you're talking about. Yes. All right. So, swingers, whiz bang, holiday, zang, zika. All right. Anyways, Willie, take it away.
Oh, go ahead and follow us in the social places. You can find the various proper spellings in the episode description. At Willie08, Twitter, Instagram at Willie_08 on TikTok, at Hunter Gershom on Twitter, or X, the everything app, and at Hunter Gershom on Instagram, at Booming Nation on Twitter and YouTube, Johnnie.tips on Discord with 2 N's and an IE, and then at Johnnie.tips on Instagram. Craig is at Craig_addict on Twitter. And of course, you can go on the Discord and our website at ThrallsBallsPodcast at gmail.com. You can email us. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at ThrallsBallsPod. And you can search ThrallsBallsPod on YouTube for when we do reposting on there as well. You can also leave us feedback on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or even in a specialized reviews channel on our Discord, which you can find on ThrallsBalls.com to find our Linktree. All of our relevant links can be found there as well. Bye-bye. We love you. Be good. Thank you. Oh. Now recording. Oh, look at that.
Yarr!
Just what we like, Craig. Just how we like it, Craig.
We like when you record us, Craig. What the fuck?
I can't help it. Oh, it's so good. All right. Okay. Let's clear the channel real quick. Get a little.
No, save it. Keep it.
Keep the channel good.
Yes, keep it. Willie will love it.
Yeah, he can always clip this later and like put it at the end or whatever. Yeah.
Keep it.
Keep it in like the tip, right?